Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Shem, Yahshua, Shem, Rakakodah, Shalom to the 144,000 rest of the elect out there, Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, Jake Ain't Ready, and Israelites Are Not Ready. So this is the video. I didn't get a chance to see the rest of the whole video. So I got to about here, put up by GMS Inquiry early 2. Will you be willfully ignorant? Hashtag MOT, hashtag system. So you can listen to this. These are companies that deal with the implantable chip, focusing on the brain, not the hand chip. Which it makes sense that the majority of the people on the planet Earth will get the hand chip, and the segment of people will get the brain chip, maybe the hand and the brain chip. But you're going to have to get a chip, whether you get it put in your... And Jake ain't going to want to get nothing put in their head. They don't want to get the brain opened up and put a chip up in there, or however they do it, through the vagus nerve or whatever. They said you got to watch all of this. But so after the video, what came to my mind was, bottom line is Jake just ain't ready. They're arguing about when we hear a great millstone teach about the MOTB, the mark of the beast is the fulfillment of that is a microchip, whether it be in your brain or your hand, which the technology is out there. The videos are out there that you can get it in your hand, right hand, left hand, or you can get it in your brain. If you can't put two and two together, or one and one together, I don't know, I can't help you. I can't do nothing for you, man. But you're gonna be tested. You're gonna be tested because now the ones of you that know it's gonna come to pass, the ones of you that is in GMS and other GMS affiliate camps, you know that you might be faced with death in the form could be of the guillotine. You might just be locked up in a prison for a segment of time, and that's a test. Not all of us will be put to death, but some of us will. So are you in the mindset of getting put to death? Because these Israelites, when this thing comes to pass, you hear that breaking news around the world that you got to get it, or you can no longer be a part of the system. In other words, you can't buy or sell. Anything that you do, when you step out your house, in your house, you got to pay rent. Everything that you do in life, you gotta buy. You gotta, in other words, pay for things. So your rent is going to be paid with your chip, your car, registration, driver's license, insurance is going to be paid with your chip, digital ID. Everything's going to be digital. When you go to the hospital is about money. That's big business, because the first thing they ask you is where's your ID, what's your social security number, do you have a driver's license, so they can link it up to get whether you insurance. They'll ask you if you have insurance. You've got insurance. They'll give you a Medicaid, Medicare, and they need your name, and they need proof of your name on ID, preferably a driver's license, and part of that they go because social security number is not on your driver's license, but the driver's license linked to the social security number. They can get your driver's license ID number, and they can link up to your social security, because when you go to the DMV to get registration, to get a license, you got to give them your social security. So once they call, the cops say, we're trying to find this guy, we got his license plates, you call it DMV. Oh, his name is XYZ, his social security is this, that, his last known address is such and such and so and so. That's why they're able to catch. See, Jake figured they commit crime and get caught. But it's going to be so much easier for the government, the mind controllers, that there's no escape. You can't avoid paying taxes. You can't do side jobs if you're a mechanic. And if you say, you know what, GMS and the camp affiliates were correct, and we ain't gonna take it, well, guess what? What does your wife think about that? You got kids, right? Your wife may go ahead and take it. You argue, she go ahead and take it. She'll leave you because you don't want to take it, or she's gonna take the kids with her. And you're going to get weak, and you're going to take it too, so you can eat. So the ones of you that know and that's woken up, get ready to either starve to death, live in the mountains, trust in the Most High, and the Most High just guide you. And several, mostly brothers, I believe some sisters had dreams that the MOTB, the prophecy of the MOTB came to pass. And that there were angels giving us food we were taken care of. So whatever happens, whether you get put to death, whether you get locked up in a prison, Revelation 2:10, whatever the situation, bottom line, don't take that chip. So it's going to be a major wake-up call to these other camps when they realize that GMS was always correct. GMS was always correct. So I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of this. You can watch the rest of the video. I urge you to watch the rest of the video. So listen up. I'm going to close it.
The 144,000 and the rest of the elect that are listening and learning.
144,000, the rest of the elect are not going to take it no matter what. No matter what, they're not going to take it. So you can't take it and say, well, I'm still one of the elect. Nope. You take that chip, you ain't one of the elect. So don't wait till the last minute, I'll pull the chip out. Oh yeah, you a surgeon? You take out a scalpel and cut your skin open, and the chip is embedded into your muscles, into your you got to cut it open, get a tweezers, pull that shit out. And how long is that going to take? And nigga, are you a surgeon? You get surgery. It takes time when when they do surgical procedures. You just push a button you don't push your belly button in there and the chip pops out. It doesn't work that way. So all you niggas, and then some of y'all say Israelites, fake ass Israelites. It is the chip and it's something else. Yeah, it's a chip in a bag of chips and a Coke, right? Like I said, reality's gonna smack you dead in your motherfucking face when that time comes. Let's listen.
I just wanted to do it real quick in transit. I'm Spirit hopped on me to go to this website called thesociable.co. That's a website that I get a lot of articles from dealing with technology, and things that are happening worldwide, globally, with technology. And I'm sitting here meditating like, okay, what should I do videos on throughout the week? And I'm like, man, should I do videos, jumping back and forth from getting on Jake and going into prophecy, but I need to start doing videos on Saturday and Sunday too. All right. And I'm like, okay, man, it's Saturday. Let me look for something to do a video on. And the Spirit said, go to thesociable.co. So I went to thesociable.co, and lo and behold, I come across this article, and I fact checked it through Google. Anyways, you got Google AI, and they basically, call themselves putting up things that are truthful or whatnot. All right, even though they still be lying. So I come across this article, and the Hates founded World Bank project seeks to connect digital ID with fast payment system. You know what that mean, right? And Salakia, I'm a little excited,
That's a digital system. Paper dollar's going to be obsolete. Everything's going to be digital. We spoke about a couple years back when they started speaking about it. The CBDC, central bank digital currency. Your money system, when you deal with your digital money, is going to be tied into your bank account, which is going to be in your chip.
That great millstone is right concerning the MOTB, which is an acronym for the mark of the beast. I'm going to just say,
you guys, you are the camps that are bucked up against with the men of GMS, from the apostles on down, been saying you're going to look like a bunch of fools. You're going to look like a damn fool. Go on. Let's go on.
Straight up. All right, the mark of the beast is the chip. All right, it's the brain chip. We've always been saying it. And there's a little thing called gradualism. All right, they don't give it to you all at once, but they give it to you piece by piece, because if they try to force feed it down your throat, you just regurgitate it. You just spit it up. So they're gradually easing the world. All right, it's going to be the whole world, but America's going to push it. According to prophecy, Revelation, the 13th chapter, when you go into, you can begin at the 11th verse and work your way all the way down to verse 18. All right. But once you get to 16 through 18, that's when it really begins to start talking about the mark, which is going to be a physical thing. And it's really the Most High Heavenly Father's mark, and He's allowing it to come upon the world as a great test.
And then you notice the Lamb with two horns. It's speaking as a dragon. Draconian laws. What Trump is doing with DC is draconian laws.
Pursuant to Revelation 3 and 10, that He will bring this test upon the whole world, but that He's going to allow certain men and believers to basically be delivered from receiving it, because they have kept the word of the Lord. So let me read a little bit of this. It says the public-private financial revolution requires every person
on the planet Earth that is part of the grid, the international grid. You're gonna have to take it, or you're gonna have to say you don't want to take it. We here at Great Millstone is not going to take it now. Are there going to be men in Great Millstone affiliates that's going to take it? Yeah, but if they're not of the elect, if they crept in unawares, Jude, we're living in serious times, bro. You better get with the program. And you people that in these other camps that follow these leaders, you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to go. You're not going to know what to do, because you've been sneaking over here watching GMS videos, talking shit about GMS, but now you're going to realize, oh shit, GMS was right. But now you got to face your leaders, the leadership, what you're afraid of. You're scared to death of your leaders, and you can't blame it on you. You can't say, well, my leader, look, GMS told you the right thing. So if you choose not to listen to the appointed men of Yahweh B'Shem Shai, and you go ahead and take it after you done heard it, that's on you. That's on you.
To have a digital identity so they can be tracked, traced, connected to a programmable digital currency perspective.
Yeah, we call it track, trace, database. Track, trace, database. You're going to be track, trace, and databased.
With financial backing from the Kill and Belinda Hates Foundation. The World Bank is looking to
Bill and Melinda Gates of hell, because they're a part of it. But it's just shoot it right into their veins. That's what he said. That's what Bill Gates of hell said.
to connect digital ID and fast payment systems in an effort to make digital public infrastructure (DPI) more seamless and interoperable. So what does it mean to be interoperable? Let's look up real quick. Let me grab we're gonna go to the dictionary.com. Alright, interoperable, capable of being used or operated reciprocally. Alright? Which I really like definitions that really simplify things, but anyway, that'll work.
Reciprocal means, back and forth. You go to the store, you buy things, you pick up some item, you pay money, and then you can walk out the store. Quid pro quo, another term.
That will work.
Give and take.
So let's go to Google real quick. What does Google have to say about this?
You deal with a woman, you take her out to a restaurant. You don't take her out to a nice restaurant because she don't know what to order anyway. She orders salmon and don't know what to order red wine with it. She don't know. You nigga woman, you gotta take me to an exclusive restaurant. Bitch, you do not take you there. You're gonna say, you order for me. You a McDonald's, Wendy's bitch. That's all you're gonna go. That's all you're gonna get. But anyway, take your woman out, take her to the movies, to the zoo, whatever the fuck, the museum, wherever you take her, and eventually she'll give you what's in between her legs, and that's a fact. That's reciprocal. When you deal with a man, a real man, a gamma man, like myself, if I go to the club and I ask a woman to dance, that's step one to getting what's in between the legs. That's it. That's the secret. I'm not gonna ask you to dance if I don't want to have sex with you. If I ask you to dance, I want to have sex with you, but it may take a month. I might get everywhere else except that. It might take a month. It might take 2 weeks. It might take a month and a half. Reciprocal. This for that. Quid pro quo. Prostitution is quid pro quo. You get a woman money, she give you sex. You don't give her money, she don't give you sex.
In Slovakia, I'm kind of rolling into an area where I don't have that good of a signal. All right, it was just up. Let's get it back up again. So it says, the World Bank supports digital identification, ID systems, and government. Slovakia. Bear with me, Baba Kusha. I have to do it like that.
I'm gonna have to do videos going into the World Bank, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements. Now, I forget who I heard it from. They said the Bank of International Settlements, that's an international bank. It's like the World Bank. It says they're literally above the law. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and you can't arrest them. They're gods on the earth. They go for the IMF, which is International Monetary Fund, the World Bank. You got these world courts, ICC, International Criminal Courts. These are gods on the earth above you, the average man. They're going to all get together. And everything going to be digital. And everything going to be all right as long as you take the chip. If you don't take the chip, you're either going to die or you're going to get locked up. So get it in your mindset. You're either going to die or you're going to get locked up. Learn how to die.
And government to person, G2P. All right, payment through its identification for development, ID4D, and G2PX initiatives, respectively. These initiatives aim to improve access to services, enhances financial inclusion, and promote digital public infrastructure, DPI.
Digital. The SWIFT banking system. I didn't want this. Give me a second here. Let me get my bearings straight. SWIFT banking system. Let me see. Let me go meaning. SWIFT banking system. Explain. Explain. The SWIFT banking system, a closer look. The SWIFT system, short for the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, is a global messaging network that facilitates secure and standardized communication between financial institutions, banks, for example, businesses, Fortune 500 and so forth, across the globe. It is a critical component of the international banking system, IBS, enabling cross-border other country payments, trade finance, and other financial transactions. Let me do this. Let me ask this question. Is Mother Russia part and parcel of the SWIFT banking system? Russia was a part of the SWIFT banking system, but a significant portion of its financial institutions, including several major banks, have been disconnected due to the international sanctions imposed following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Oh no, that's too bad. That means Russia's not a part of that system. But Russia will be a part of the CBDC, because there's the elite over the president of Russia. Okay, so they cut him off from the SWIFT banking system. Let me do this. Countries. A list of countries that are a part of the SWIFT banking system. You got these clown-ass Christians trying to think with the Gentiles. See, the New Testament said the Gentiles going to receive salvation. They don't. Vocab doesn't know that he's going to get chipped. God logic doesn't know he's going to get. All these clown-ass Christians, they don't know. They don't know nothing about. Like we always say, you want to corner a Christian? Ask him about the prophecies. Okay, so let's read this. The SWIFT Society for Worldwide Interbanking Financial Telecommunications System is a global messaging network, financial blah, 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 blah. SWIFT is used in over 200 countries and territories with more than 11,500 institutions relying on the network. It was founded in 1973 by banks from 15 countries. We'll see how far we can go down the rabbit hole. So currently, let me see. Let me ask this. What countries are not a part of the SWIFT? It's important to clarify that the SWIFT that SWIFT is a management network, not a banking system. Yeah, that's correct. Itself, it enables financial institutions to send and receive information about financial transactions securely. Therefore, the countries banned from the SWIFT banking system, but rather their banks and financial institutions can be disconnected or restricted from using the SWIFT messaging network based on the provided search results. Here are the countries whose banks or entities have been sanctioned or restricted from SWIFT, or who may have limited access to global banking due to other reasons. That's why you got the BRICS. They got their own money system. I wanted a list. Okay, here's a list. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Countries with limited access to global banking or the SWIFT system, or listed as restricted by some payment providers. Afghanistan, Cuba, Democratic Republic of Congo, Syria, Yemen. They didn't mention Russia. And they did cut ties with Russia. But guess what? All these countries are going to be a part of the B system. So we come back over here. Listen to a little bit more, then we're going to close.
All right, this is all part of their agenda. All right, that they want to have accomplished by 2030, but they're really hastening the program, and that's due to the Heavenly Father. Look, man, the Heavenly Father is making...
They wanted to do this by the year 2000, so they're 25 years behind. They're 25 years behind, so they're trying to, fast track this thing. You're 25 years behind.
Them haste. All right, as it states within the book of Job, the World Bank works in the area of focus on creating inclusive, secure, and user-centered digital ID systems, and on digitizing G2P payments to leverage DPI for better service delivery. So I'm gonna link this. You know, I'm gonna link this so that you can see that this isn't made up, man. We're definitely in those times. The book of Habakkuk, at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right. It also states, I'm gonna rub it in. Let's see if I can find it real fast. Isaiah, the 44th chapter, and beginning at verse 25. And I'll read this in the Isaiah
Yeah, no, I realize your dream woman is someone's side chick. This is a woman of my dreams. Somebody just hitting her when he wants. I just noticed that. Just wanted to say something on it. Yeah, these women are all hoes, man. Like it says in Amos 7:17. Your wife shall be a harlot in the city. You think you have that perfect woman? No, she ain't perfect. She's a side chick to one or two or more men. And
I read Isaiah 44, 25 and 26.
These women are totally wicked.
In the NLT. Because as it is written, you shall know that a prophet has been among you. You know, Captain Tazariot popping on, talking all of this shit, talking about how Great Millstone are sexual deviants. All right?
Well, he's still a kid. He's been in this thing for 12 years. He's a 12-year-old kid. He's not, he's got to mature. Because I was thinking about that. And I was saying, well, if that's the case, David was a sexual deviant and his men were sexual deviants. They got an Israelite girl to rub on him to see if he got aroused. And I believe she was from the tribe of Issachar. They don't tell her age, but she had to be probably 12 years old. So she was developed. And she was obviously a beautiful little Israelite girl who attempted to arouse King David by the order of his men, his top men, part of the house of David. He didn't get aroused. He said, well, ain't nothing gonna happen. Now, when you do the study on the sexual, your sexual system, I'll say, if you don't get aroused, that's a sign that your heart ain't working right, your blood flowing right. You know, that's that red, the warning light on your car. So, just so you know.
And he said what he said. You can go and watch the video. All right, but really, the true sexual deviance is ISUPK. All right, which General Muhammad, promoted adultery, saying that Chris Rock, because he can't beat Will Smith in the fight, the only way that he can get his revenge back is to sleep with Will Smith's wife.
That's bad advice. That's terrible advice. That could not. Can you imagine David? Oh, wait a minute. Damn. Well, I'm just trying to think of a thing that couldn't happen. You can't. A top man of the Lord can't tell another man, because this man did this to you. I'm gonna allow you the right to go pop his wife. That's not biblical at all. And as a matter of fact, that's wickedness. And like I said, we're not deviants. We're not deviant. How the fuck are we deviants? Guys, a lot of these Israelite camps, they get caught up in their emotions too. Just like the mark of the beast. When it comes, they're going to get emotional. They're not going to know what to do. They're not going to know, and they're going to be embarrassed to go to the GMS. Let me go to GMS. No, GMS gonna laugh at me. Yeah, you might. We will laugh at you. You gonna come ask us questions? I said, watch the video. Go to the sellers and buy. Oh, you gonna be shook. You gonna be shook.
All right, that's off, man. That shit is off. That's wicked. And then your leader, all right, which is General Yohana, all right, General Ohana Pop, said that you could do it in the butt. So
well then, hey, well he's in good company with Alizar with the pagan thing. That's doing it in the butt. You can do it in her butt and she can't do it in yours. That's deviant.
You're the sexual deviant. But when it comes down to Great Millstone, well, every camp that's out there bite off Great Millstone, beginning with our apostles and elders. You bite off them. All right, meaning that you take pieces, of information from them to grow your knowledge. Because one thing for certain, two things for sure, and three things solidifying it is that Great Millstone is the company of prophets. All right, we're prophets, the prophets of the Most High, whose name is Yahweh, through His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. And it's going to be made known who are the prophets, because as you said, a tree is known by its fruits. Well, where are your fruits and labors? Each man that is in ISUPK, do they have their own channel? All right, are they laboring constantly to do the work?
Yeah, beautiful. Every member of GMS got to have their own channel. They got to be constantly pushing videos. Consistently. You don't put up no channel for 2-3 years and you got 3 videos up. You ain't GMS. We're gonna track you down. We're gonna give you the door.
All right, and the answer is no. No one's putting out prophecies and breaking down the Bible like Great Millstone is. All right, every brother in Great Millstone has a channel, and they all do the work. So let's go to this. All right? I expose the false prophets and liars and make fools of fortune tellers. I cause the wise to give bad advice, thus proving them to be fools. Yeah, because the Lord will put a lying spirit in the midst of your prophets. All right, yeah, go and don't get into prophecy or teaching the Bible. Get into talking shit and like a one of the women shows. All right, they used to come on like what's that, Jenny Jones?
Wendy Williams.
I think that was that chick's name. Wendy Williams. All right, where's your prophecies at? Okay. It ain't too many camps that are out there. Only Great Millstone and the affiliate camps have been pushing the truth concerning the mark of the beast. Now here's it. Here's the point. But I carry out the predictions of my prophets. By them, I say to Jerusalem, people will live here again, and to the towns of Judah, you will be rebuilt. I will restore your ruins. Because before the kingdom can come, all right, these last final prophecies have to happen. And the prophecy that really sets the tone for everything is the mark of the beast. And we're right here at that time. We're right here at that time.
The technology is already here. It's a matter of getting the world in the oikoumene sense to take it, to agree to take it. So they're gonna have to set up some type of emergency. They're gonna make it where you're gonna take it. You're gonna believe in the government.
All right, this is it. And we have been warning you. Are you gonna take heed? Are you gonna listen? All right, or are you gonna be willfully ignorant? On that, I'm signing out.
Oh, that was quick. Okay, so anyway, you can watch the rest of this. And anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom on to the next shalom. Give me a second.